Hey, welcome to our World of Equine News report for February. I'm Wayne Williams, your host, here on Speaking of Horses. First, from Imagine a Horse, they are taking applications for a trick horse training camp. Those sessions will be in April. Now, if you haven't reserved a spot and would like to attend, you can email or call. All new trick horse companion training manuals, over 100 pages. Now, that's included. Now, here's a curriculum from Trick Horse Training. This is held in Texas. Pedestal training techniques, both in hand and at liberty, including 2 legs up, all 4 legs up, 2-tier pedestals, many variations, and revolving pedestals. You know, tricks of trust include the bow, the kneel, lay down, set up, set down. Tricks of agility, which include a salute, a rear, using a target board, climbing the wall, and many variations, all in the agility platform. Tricks of gait, such as a Spanish walk, the march step, how to maximize individual gait variations. Tricks of engagement, including the retrieve, herding, retrieving a ball, and just a smile. Now, liberty training with 1 horse and the multiple horses also can be used in circus style. Imagine a Horse methods are modern and effective with an emphasis on equestrian tact, understanding how and why horses learn, and handler safety. Nuances of successful communication and performance will be applied to every situation. Camp hours are 9 to 5 daily for 4 full days, a total price $1,100, breakfast and lunch provided daily. Accommodations are close by, and RV hookups are available at the ranch. George Lane of Lane Ranch said, "I learned more in 4 days at camp there than I did in 40 years trying to figure out how to do it solo." You can get that information from laneranch.net. Now, for more details, please contact Sue DeLaurentis. That's Sue at imagineahorse.com, or you can call them at 512-736-3208. That's held just outside Austin, Texas. Imagine a Horse. It's a great trick horse training. Well, speaking of horses, we'll be in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, February 14, 15, and 16 at the Southern Equine Expo that features great shopping, great entertainment, top clinicians, such as headliner Chris Cox. If you can make it there, come by and say hi to us at Speaking of Horses at our booth or at the announcer stand. Now, here's a promo about that event. Watch. Hi, this is Wayne Williams, Speaking of Horses. We're going to be at the Southern Equine Expo in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and that is February 14, 15, and 16 of 2014. We look forward to seeing you there. We're going to be there with Speaking of Horses. We'll be filming, interviewing, and we'll be announcing many of the events. Headlining the Southern Equine Expo this year, none other than Mr. Chris Cox. Chris was raised in Australia, now resides in Texas, is known around the world for his horsemanship skills, and we're very glad to have Chris Cox, who is also a Road to the Horse champion and many other titles, join us at the Southern Equine Expo in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Jack Brainerd is going to be with us. Now, he's been teaching people for many decades. He's quite the horseman, the instructor, educator. Jack Brainerd joins us. Tammy Crawford on dressage and eventing. You don't want to miss Tammy. Also, we have Linda Wysocki coming. Linda brings her special talents in clinics and talks at the Southern Equine Expo. Chase Dodd. Chase has done wonderful things in the Mustang Challenge programs. Chase is going to be there. He is a Tennessee boy, and he would love to see you. So Chase Dodd, one of the featured clinicians. And we have Mr. Mark Lyon. Mark is going to be there with his brand of training and exhibiting. Also, we're going to have many, many vendors. You've got great shopping. You've got great educators. You've got great clinicians, great horse people, various breeds to see. And last but not least, on Saturday night, we have a wonderful entertainment show where we bring many of our top horsemen together, put on quite an evening for you. So join us at Speaking of Horses. We're going to be there at the Southern Equine Expo, Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and that is February 14, 15, and 16 of 2014. We'll see you there. Well, our dateline is Salem, Wisconsin. You know, there are many different ways to help and generate health in humans and in animals. If you would like to explore acupressure, listen to this. Now, the question is, what is acupressure? How does it work for your horse? Is it a safe, non-invasive way to create healing and relief in your horse's physical being and total being? Have you ever wanted to benefit your horse? Learn animal acupressure. Here's your chance. Kathy Sockup has a strong background in animal acupressure and massage. She is a tall grass certified instructor and practitioner in equine small animal acupressure. Now, you can join Kathy in a clinic on acupressure. It's called Introduction to Acupressure. It's Saturday and Sunday, May 17th and 18th of this year. The location is in Salem, Wisconsin. That's near Kenosha. Hey, we'll be right back with stories from Florida, Texas, and Pennsylvania. Stay with us. We at Speaking of Horses would like to thank the people who have made Speaking of Horses TV possible. To Equessentials, all your horse grooming, coat, and care products specifically designed for your horse. A thank you to King Barns, custom-built barns, any style, any project you'd like. Get a hold of King Barns. To Overland Carts, if you want that versatile utility cart for your stable that can do anything, check out Overland Carts. Stall Butler, a unique design on how you can muck your stalls and save 90% of your shavings for reuse. Check out Stall Butler. And Eagle Erie Equine, modular systems for saddle racks, tack bars, and the like. Totally organize your tack room with Eagle Erie Equine. Thanks to all of these fine people who make Speaking of Horses possible. Well, Dateline, Wellington, Florida, 2014. U.S. Olympic team gold medalist Laura Kraut earned victory on Day 3 of the 2014 FTI Consulting Winter Equestrian Festival, competing with Stonehill Farms' Wish in the 6,000 Spy Coast Farm 1.40 meter jump-off class. Alexander Zetterman and Canora also got their second win of the circuit in the day's $6,000 Spy Coast Farm Speed Challenge. Week 1 of the 2014 FTI Consulting Winter Equestrian Festival, sponsored by the Mar-a-Lago Club, continues. The week's highlights include $75,000 prize money in the Nespresso Battle of the Sexes on Saturday, as well as the $30,000 Mar-a-Lago Club Grand Prix, which will be held on Sunday. The FTI WEF, held at the Palm Beach International Equestrian Center in Wellington, Florida, features 12 weeks of world-class competition through March 30th, awarding close to $8 million in prize money. In Friday's $6,000 Spy Coast Farm 1.4 meter jump-off, the course, designed by Eric Hasbrook, saw 61 competitors, with 26 advancing to the intermediate jump-off in the International Arena, and 14 entries were also clear over the short course. Laura Kraut and Wish completed the fastest clear jump-off round of 38.669 seconds for that win. Well, Dateline, Austin, Texas, as a part of an ongoing effort to prepare for large-scale foreign and emerging animal disease emergencies, the Texas Animal Health Commission and the U.S. Department of Agriculture's Animal and Plant Health Inspection Service partnered with personnel from other state and local agencies to conduct the Texas and National Veterinary Stockpile Logistics Exercise. That's October 30th of last year. Now, in San Antonio, the full-scale exercise focused on the logistical requirements for delivering and managing all of the supplies, vaccines, and equipment responders would need during an initial stage of a damaging animal disease outbreak. The exercise is a great example of the multi-agency coordination, and we're grateful for the support from other state agencies, including TDEM, throughout our planning and exercise process, said Dr. T.R. Lansford, Assistant Executive Director. Quote, in the event of a catastrophic animal disease outbreak, we will count on these other agencies for support and help with coordinating the resources that would be needed to mount an effective response. Trail riding in the spring, Cook Forest Scenic Trail Rides. They've got many rides scheduled. They are located about an hour to the northeast of Pittsburgh and the tip of the Alleghenies. They have a May spring ride, May 15th to the 18th. Includes up to 5 nights camping, free guided service, demos, clinics with Tara Jones, a picnic Thursday evening, Friday supper, Saturday breakfast. And then they have a Memorial Day weekend ride, May 23rd to the 26th. Up to 5 nights camping, free guided service. Thursday and Friday supper, Saturday breakfast supper, and Friday they have a tack auction. They have ranch sorting on Sunday, cowboy polo. You can ride the woods, you can ride with a map or with a guide. In June, they do an organized food trail ride, June 16th to the 21st. That includes a welcoming picnic on Sunday evening, breakfast, packed lunch and supper. Monday through Saturday, you can camp, go on a guided ride, or ride on your own with a map. Enjoy the mechanical bull, the cowboy polo, ranch sorting, extreme cowboy race, canoeing, tack auction, clinics, demos by Josh Lyons, who will show you how to get the most out of your horse. Ken McNabb is also there. Today's modern-day all-around cowboy is what they call Ken. We're blessed to have a special guest appearance with John and Jody Lyons during that ride. Rich Bradshaw returns to help with all the festivities, too. He is a patient and excellent teacher. Last but not least, Sandy Simonson from Australia is coming for the ladies. Her specialty is helping the timid rider build confidence. Check them out at patrailride.com or call them at 814-229-0037. Hey, we'll be right back. Well, we'd like to take a moment and thank people who make Speaking of Horses TV possible. We want to thank One Source Nutrition, the perfect blend of nutrients to help your horse. It's One Source Nutrition. And Revitavet, equine light therapy, for either toning up muscles before competitions or to promote rapid healing. You want Revitavet. Equine Savings. This program can save you up to 25% on tractors, stable equipment, yes, and even on barn paint. Be sure and go to Equine Savings and check it out. To Hoosier Horse Trailers. Quality horse trailers, living quarters, you and your horse can ride in comfort. And Saratoga Stalls. Classic equine stalls built specifically for you. Thank you to Saratoga Stalls. And thanks to everyone who makes Speaking of Horses TV possible. You know, Speaking of Horses will be in Pomona, California, February 7th to the 9th of 2014. We'll be a part of the Horse Expo Pomona. Join us if you're in the area. Now here's a promo about this great Horse Expo in Southern California coming right up. Watch this. Hi, this is Wayne Williams, Speaking of Horses, inviting you to join us at Horse Expo Pomona. That's in Pomona, California, the LA Basin, at the Fairplex. We're going to have wonderful things for you there. We'll be there with Speaking of Horses TV, as well as announcing many of the events for you. Headlining is John Lyons, actually the John Lyons family. They're all going to be there. John, Josh, Michael, Brandy, and grandson Austin will all be doing clinics for you. Along with clinicians Jane Savoy on dressage, Eitan Bethalakami, noted for his cowboy dressage. Sharon Camarillo will be there on barrel racing. Sharon, a champion barrel racer herself. And Charles Wilhelm, a wonderful trainer out of California, will be there. We're going to have breed demos galore. You can see everything from Arabians to Gypsy Vanners. You can see them and meet them up close and personal. There's a trail symposium for all of you trail riders. A book corral. Don't miss the book corral. Meet the authors. Learn about the latest equine books. A young riders park for the kids, all going to be there. And of course, rows and rows of great shopping, all for your enjoyment. Shopping, education, entertainment. If you love horses, you got to be there. We're going to be there with Speaking of Horses, Horse Expo Pomona, February 7th to the 9th, 2014. Join us right there. You know, feeding your horse it's quite a complex practice. Once man began feeding horses and they no longer let the horses just go after the food that was natural, put there before them, the game plan changed. As often we do, we bring in things completely new to the horse. Now, I caught up with Deb Baginski of Gooseberry Natural Feeds in Baltimore. Here's our talk about natural feeds. Well, here we are speaking of horses. We're in Baltimore, Maryland, actually Timonium on the north side of Baltimore, at the Maryland State Fairgrounds. It is Horse World Expo 2014. Believe it or not, this is the 18th year for this event. And my guest right now is a person that's been a vendor here many years with Gooseberry Natural Feeds, and it's Deb Baginski, or Dr. Deb as they call you. So first of all, thanks for joining us, and tell us a little about where you're headed right now with Gooseberry.
Well, Gooseberry is becoming a household name and a very nice brand, so we're looking to simplify the process of feeding your horse and moving into Gooseberry Go kits, where they're a tear and pour package into the barn, and also teach distributors how to educate the consumer to this patented blend of horse feed.
So it's a natural feed. Tell us a little bit about the process of developing a natural feed.
During my practice, I noticed a lot of times that horses were not being fed proper portions according to the manufacturer directions. So I developed a formulation that works with their digestion from the minute they begin to chew it all the way out to their large colon.
So and when you do natural, it's all natural, found in the wild products. There's no man-made additives, so to speak, right?
Well, it's organic ingredients in the product.
That's the word I was looking for. All right.
Yeah, and the main key is that you don't need to fill your horse from wither to tail. You have to. The formulation is created to work with every area that they digest their food. This, including a lot of times people will be confused about oils or different things in the product and saying, well, horses don't have a gallbladder, but they do have a pancreas and small intestine, and that's where the enzymes are excreted to digest things. So it works naturally with their body, so you don't have to feed them pounds and pounds. You just need the correct portion with the correct formulation.
And horses eat in cycles, a matter of 2 or 3 hours at a cycle. So, they need smaller portions more times a day, right?
Well, think of this as the foundation for their nutrient base to help them digest the rest of the forage throughout the day, to assimilate the sugars from that forage and the starches. Yeah.
So, to find you, how do people find Gooseberry?
You can go to Facebook, or you can go to gooseberrynaturalfeed.com, or you can go to thegooseberrylady.com. So there's many venues, Google+, LinkedIn, Twitter.
Yeah, I just found you on LinkedIn, I think, the other day, right? Yeah. Or you found me or something. Yeah. Yeah. LinkedIn is a nice way to connect, too. But it's Gooseberry Natural Feeds. I can find you on Facebook or the website and learn a lot more about it. And I know you've got some great programs, where you can help and instruct people as well.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Deb, thank you. And you stay with us, because we're in Baltimore, Horse World Expo, and we got more coming on Speaking of Horses. We'll be right back with a new trainer from Central Pennsylvania. We at Speaking of Horses would like to thank some of the people who helped to make Speaking of Horses TV possible. A big thank you to Equine Clot. Equine Clot is a wonderful product. Carry it in your saddlebag, put it in your first aid kit, wrap it on an equine wound. It immediately promotes clotting and is a great first aid tool. Thank you to Equine Clot. And to EquestriSafe, a complete line of equestrian riding products for trail, for arena, for wherever, from reflective vests, reflective headgear, tapes, signage, everything you need to ride safely and to be safe with your horse is available at EquestriSafe.com. Check them out. Thanks to all of the fine people that make Speaking of Horses TV possible. Join Speaking of Horses in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, February 27th to March 2nd for Horse World Expo Harrisburg. Come by and see us. You know, there's rows and rows of vendors, top educators, clinicians, and fabulous entertainment, topped off with a Broadway-style production called Theater Equus. That's on Friday and Saturday nights. Watch this short promo video and join us in Harrisburg if you can. Hi, I'm Wayne Williams, Speaking of Horses. Join us in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, February 27th to March 2nd. We'll be at the Horse World Expo in Pennsylvania. It's at the Farm Complex. Come by the announcer stand and say hello. Horse World Expo features the best equestrian shopping anywhere. Hundreds of vendors and all types of products. Top clinicians like Craig Cameron and his Ride Smart American Horsemanship. Tommy Turvey, the equine extremist, at his best. From Australia, Mr. Guy McLean, and some fantastic horsemanship. Also, you can see Sonny Gargiulo, a great Brooklyn cowboy. Yes, I said Brooklyn. Kenny Harlow from Virginia, Julio Mendoza, dressage, and Colleen Kelly with rider biomechanics. And don't miss the Theater Equus, Friday and Saturday nights, a full Broadway-type production of Horses Center Stage. All the lighting and music choreographed for a wonderful show. The Horse World Expo in Pennsylvania, February 27th to March 2nd. We'll see you there. You know, in Baltimore a couple of weeks ago, we met up with a new young trainer who has a lot going for her, and she really is coming up in the equine world. Here's my visit with new trainer Lauren Ross from Baltimore. Watch this. We are here live, and I'm going to step into the picture for a moment, but we're here live. We're at the Horse World Expo. We're in Baltimore, Maryland, or Timonium actually, at the fairgrounds. And it's Sunday morning. It's our final morning. And we are broadcasting live this morning from the Triple Crown Nutrition booth. Triple Crown has graciously sponsored some of the events of recent broadcasts with Speaking of Horses, so we're pleased to do that. Now, we have a guest here, and I'm going to back out of the picture and just ask questions, but the guest right now is Lauren Ross.
Yes.
And Lauren is a trainer from, I understand, Western Pennsylvania. So, and also works with and is sponsored by Triple Crown. So, Lauren, welcome, and tell us a little bit about how you got started in this horse training game.
Well, actually, I went to Penn State University and I got a degree in animal science, and with that I have a passion for horses, so I actually got an equine minor. And I was lucky to get involved at the school and just continue my passion on to training. And then I did a few extreme Mustang makeovers in the past couple years. So I've just continued, and I've moved back to Western PA to start my own program, which is Lauren Ross Horsemanship.
Okay, so now whereabouts in Western PA do you live?
Around Pittsburgh area, but I float around to different counties, Butler, Westmoreland, anything around the area. And I also travel to do clinics, whether it's a participant clinic or a demonstration clinic, and I do instructional things at the expos. And basically I'm open to just teaching education, doing seminars too on the Mustangs and training. So
now we've done some trail riding at the Pennsylvania Trail Ride there at with Ray Smith.
Okay.
Trying to think of the name of the of the town, Somerset or something like that. PA. Yeah. Have you ever been up in that area, right along the river?
I have passed through Somerset. I haven't particularly done any expo or demonstrations or training up there, but really I get clients from all around the area.
So now, Lauren, tell me, what would be your specialty? Is there any certain type of training? Do you like to start horses, start colts new? Do you like to take them and finish them? What would be your preference?
The program is broad-based, but a lot of it is problem-solving with horses. If your horse has a particular issue, or colt starting, so starting from scratch, or filling in holes for performance reasons. So basically, any discipline, English or Western.
So if somebody's riding, but they've got a problem with their horse, they got some issues that they need to handle, you can take that horse and work through the issues for them.
Yeah, we can break down things from the ground up, and we can also apply some fun trick training also.
And Penn State's got a pretty good, I assume it's Penn State, right? Penn State has got a pretty good equine program there too.
Yes, they do. They have a nice breeding program, and I studied equine science there, so that really helped me just in my general management and being a horse owner, knowing how to take care of my horses with small injuries or before you'd have to call a vet. And also nutrition, because that's why I'm now with Triple Crown, and they have a great nutrition program, and my horses are on Triple Crown's feed.
So you actually probably started riding as a kid, right?
Yeah, and actually I just started recreationally, just trail riding, which now it seems that trail competition is a big influence around the country, so it's kind of nice to blend your performance and disciplines and bring it into trail and how you can blend the two together.
Well, that's nice, and you always love seeing, it's really kind of amazing that when you get into this, it seems like all the young people getting in, 70% are women. The horse industry is really overloaded with women, right?
Yes. It is. It's a good thing.
You're not going to comment any more than that, right?
No, but yeah. And I'm very happy to be a part of it, and hopefully my program reaches out to males and females. But
oh, it will. I'm just saying that, you know, even around here at the expo right now, you see there's 2 or 3 young trainers here, and there's more women young trainers or people that are educating in the field than men.
Yeah, I think that's common. It's great for coming to my booth and checking out my products.
I used to tell my sons, I said, you know, when they were in high school and they were trying to meet girls, I said, just get into a horse program. Oh, no, we don't want to do that. And I said, no, that's where all the girls are, right?
Yes. Yeah. If you treat our horses well, you might get the key to our hearts.
It might work out, right? Well, where do you go from here, Lauren?
Well, I'm actually doing a demonstration today at 3 o'clock on horse humor from human mistakes, because something I kind of came up from just watching some things during my lessons, but also things I have done. So it'll be a good time. I brought my Mustang, my 10-year-old Mustang Durango that was in an Extreme Mustang makeover. And then, you know, hopefully in the future we'll be heading to the PA Expo or, you know, other expos along the way.
I think we'll see you up in Harrisburg, right?
Not this year, but,
okay.
You know, everyone can just watch our program and support us, and hopefully we'll make our way there.
Well, there's a lot of expos around, and
oh, yeah.
This one here in Baltimore, Timonium, is really a good one. And the Harrisburg event, which comes up the very end of February,
yes.
And actually the first day of March this year, is a really good one too, run by the same people. So eventually we'll see you there too.
Yeah, and I'm really happy to be here. This is my first time at the Maryland Expo or the Horse World Expo with my program. So yeah, I hope that our future just kind of keeps growing with everyone. So.
Well, that's great. And Triple Crown's a great company to be associated with.
Yes, they've been very supportive, and I really believe in their products and what they've done for my horses and program.
Great. Well, Lauren, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Don't forget that Revitavet, the Therapy Light system, has a new app for your mobile phone. That's right. When you're applying the system, if you need questions answered from the barn quickly while you're applying it, go to your phone app now. Get all the data on spot. Ask questions, find it all out in the barn while you're putting the system on. Check out this app and everything about Revitavet at revitavet.com. Well, that's our February report for the World of Equine News. We'll see you in March, or we'll see you down the trail.